better watch your mouth around me, boy. Excuse me, I'm an officer of the law, and as such I perform very important duties, like retrieve baseballs. What are you doing? Oh, those were just the seabirds. Nothing I can't do, I'm the job for every man. I'm not sure. Kim, you need help? Never mind, he's good. He just likes to switch physical planes once in a while. In the meantime, I found more bullet holes. I'm pretty sure I yeeted their bocce ball somewhere to the left. At least that's what I think I did. Am I gonna have to whip out a fishing rod to get it out? Or is it somewhere on land? I don't know, I'm such a powerhouse of physical strength that I probably threw it across the whole river. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. I ran through pretty much the same dialogue I did the last time I spoke to her a couple episodes ago, but now I am going to try my luck once again to see why does this feel familiar.
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard. Again.
Well, I failed the check again, and the building is sad. Kim, isn't this such a nice lamp? I think it's really cool that we have nothing to do and we're just hanging out. What is this? Oh, it's paint. Good thing, because I don't think I could handle more than one murder.
Up here, Piggo.
What?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
Whoa, Kim's not having her slam poetry.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
That's a good place to start, yeah.
Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a man-o'-war.
Well, that's a way to look at it. Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Well, that's rude. I wasn't even gonna forage right now.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Yes, that's actually very true.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
How do you know that? Also, what are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
You gotta trust the process, Kim.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
I thought it was a dude in glasses.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Kim knows me well. And it's also nice that I'll finally be in a situation I'm good at.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
It looks more like a crudely painted map trail.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
I have an opinion on it. Want to hear?
Yeah?
Actually, I don't have an opinion. I lied. I thought I was going to get to insult her. I'm going to have to stop you. This is hooliganism.
Let's be realistic. What are you going to do? Climb up there?
Yes.
You heard your partner, Piggy. I'm unstoppable.
I don't condone the idea of using physical force on her. She's a girl.
Girl. Well, I guess my impossibly long-necked conscience has spoken. Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
What are you, Harley Quinn?
Yeah?
I appear to sense a window, but I don't have X-ray vision, so I can't peep that. What full adventures and colorful characters you can meet by simply throwing a ball in a random direction.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Is she an angel? The music seems to think so.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly.
What's the RCM?
I meant you. The Revachol Citizens Militia. The police.
And what does the L stand for? Joyce?
Dayton, my maiden name.
If that's the story you're going with, you're under arrest. Actually, I can't do that. I'll shake her hand, sure.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
Like steel, there is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
Ow.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
Okay, so she definitely knows about the lynching.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
Yes, he did that to reassure me that he doesn't actually think I'm competent. He's really good that way.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Well, you seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Wait, why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Bub? Did I just bub myself? She's got nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
You leave my greasy pits out of this. They are no reason for me to be ashamed or pass up free money.
You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
My communism protects me from a lot of things.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
I have to ask her for money. The entire investigation may rest on this. Even if I must go to war with myself, I will do so for my freedom.
Voila, you're doing it.
Ha! Yes.
Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
You got it, boss. Money!
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. The wind is a bit strong. Could you repeat that?
I need money!
How much money?
I need 10,000 real!
Come now. Nobody carries that much cash on their person. And even if I did, I still would not give you 10,000 real. I would rather buy something nice with it, like expensive hi-fi or a new hydrodynamic E40 sail.
Well, it was worth a shot. Hi-fi? Like high-fidelity disco music?
I like high-fidelity anything, sir.
Okay.
Now, try again, but lower.
Okay, I need 130.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch.
Sweet.
There must be about 200 real in that zip bag, maybe a little less, plus some change at the bottom.
Now this is a good day's work. This is what being an officer of the law is all about.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You bribed me, alright? I'm your little peony now. Well, honestly, I'm still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Yeah, thanks, Kim. Exactly.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
I am so happy that worked. What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating some.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi, from Precinct 57.
Oh, I don't have it, do I?
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
And yet you are, ma'am. I am the world looking you in the face. It's okay to be overwhelmed.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
Exactly. More competent officers could not fake it nearly as well as I live it.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Exactly. I am an umpire for the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Oh boy. Well, time to vibe check my incredibly low people skills again. How do I negotiate my way out of this?
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Nice. I can't believe that worked twice. Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials. Like me arresting that hooligan over there.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
What about the money you gave me? I thought we had an arrangement.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
My head is already filled with baseball and lynchings. I don't know if I have room for a drug trade sting.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
I guess she really is the one on that boat, because I've just been sunk.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam.
Hey,
Wow, Kim, your voice got deep. Who, me?
yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners.
I don't think I said that.
Impel all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind.
Finally, it's now my time. After being plastered hard enough in a hotel room for who knows how long, and forgetting that I'm a cop, I think I'm due for another transformation.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
I don't do failure.
Of course you do. You are failure. You are communism. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped, shat on. While everyone else is out partying, having a callous laugh. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
So it seems my tendency to say really wild things has had some consequences on my psyche.
Now get to work, comrade.
Well, a question we all have to face one way or another. Do I become a communist? You know what? Let's do it. Let's bring back communism, baby. Let's liberate the working class.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Right. Otherwise the omelet won't be filling.
Finger pistol, 9mm. Snap, snap, baby. Turns out guns aren't that much for protecting as they are for attacking people. If you want to protect people, really work for them, you have to whip out your signature dual 9mm Villiers finger pistols. Who needs real guns anyway? That conversation you just had? It would have gone better had you snapped those bad boys at 'em. Note, 9mm dual finger pistols do not count for an actual weapon in a gunfight.
Yeah, I would still like my gun, but I got +1 reaction speed when my hands are empty. I guess now I'm that much closer to becoming a quick draw.